நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க, நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க, இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க. ஓங்கழியாண்ட குருமனிதன் தாழ்வாழ்க. சிவனவன் என் சிந்தையுள் நின்றதனால் அவன் அருளாலே அவன் தாழ் வணங்கி சிந்தை மகிழ சிவபுராணம் தன்னை முந்தை வினை முழுதும் ஓய உரைப்பன் யான். குரு பிரம்மா குரு விஷ்ணு குரு தேவோ மகேஸ்வரः குரு சாட்சாத் பரபிரம்ம தஸ்மை ஸ்ரீ குருவே நமः. யோ நித்யமच्युतपदाम्बुजयुग्मरुक्मव्यामोहतस्तदितराणि तृणाय मेने अस्मद्गुरोः भगवतो सिद्धैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये. यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण द्वैतवासना प्रमुच्यते बोधात्मकाय नमस्तस्मै भगवते श्रीरमणमर्षये हृदाकाशे सदा भान्तु शान्तमानन्दरूपिणं ज्ञानभाण्महं वन्दे सद्गुरुं श्रीसत्यसायिनं ममन्तर्यामिनम्. हरे नमः पार्वतीपतये. நமச்சிவாய வாழ்க, நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க, இமை பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ் வாழ்க. கோகழி ஆண்ட குருமனிதன் தாழ் வாழ்க, ஆகமம் ஆகி நின்ற அன்னிப்பான் தாழ் வாழ்க. ஏகன் அநேகன் இறைவன் அடிவாழ்க, வேகம் கெடுத்தாண்ட வேந்தன் அடிவெல்க. பிறப்பருக்கும் பிஞகந்தன் பெய்கழல்கள் வெல்க, புறந்தார்க்கு ஷேயோன் தன் பூங்கழல்கள் வெல்க. கரங்குவிவார் உள்மகிழும் கோன்கழல்கள் வெல்க, சிரம் குவிவார் ஓங்குவிக்கும் ஷீரோன் கழல் வெல்க. ஈசனடி போற்றி எந்தையடி போற்றி, தேசனடி போற்றி, சிவன் சேவடி போற்றி, நேயத்தே நின்ற நிமலனடி போற்றி, மாய பிறப்பருக்கும் மன்னனடி போற்றி, ஷீரார் பெருந்துரைனம் தேவனடி போற்றி. ஆராத இன்பம் அருளும் மலை போற்றி, சிவனவன் என் சிந்தையுள் நின்றதனால் அவனருளாலே அவன் தாழ் வணங்கி சிந்தை மகிழ சிவபுராணம் தன்னை முந்தை வினை முழுதும் ஓய உரைப்பன் யான். கண்ணுதலான் தன் கருணை கண்காட்ட வந்தெய்தி எண்ணுதற்கு எட்டா எழிலார் கழல் இறைஞ்சி விண்ணிறைந்தும் மண்ணிறைந்தும் மிக்காய் விளங்கொழியாய் எண்ணிறந்து எல்லையிலாதானேனின் பெரும் ஷீர் பொல்லா வினையேன் புகழுமாறு ஒன்றறியன். புல்லாகி பூடாய் புழுவாய் மரமாகி பல்விருகமாகி பறவையாய் பாம்பாகி கல்லாய் மனிதராய் பேயாய் கணங்களாய் வல்லசுரராகி முனிவராய் தேவராய் செல்லா நின்ற இத்தாவரத் ஜங்கமத்துள் எல்லா பிறப்பும் பிறந்து இழைத்தேன் எம்பெருமான் மெய்யே உன் பொன் அடிகள் கண்டின்று வீடுற்றேன். உய்ய என் உள்ளத்துள் ஓங்காரமாய் நின்ற மெய்யா விமலா விடைப்பாகா வேதங்கள் ஐயா என ஓங்கி ஆழ்ந்து அகன்ற நுண்ணியனே. வெய்யாய் தனியாய் யமானனாம் விமலா பொய்யாயினையெல்லாம் போய் அகல வந்தருளி மெய்ஞானம் ஆகி மிளர்கின்ற மெய்ச்சுடரே. யஞானம் இல்லாதேன் இன்பப் பெருமானே, அஞ்ஞானம் தன்னை அகல்விக்கும் நல்லறிவே. ஆக்கம் அளவு இறுதி இல்லாய் அனைத்து உலகும் ஆக்குவாய் காப்பாய் அழிப்பாய் அருள் தருவாய் போக்குவாய் என்னை புகுவிப்பாய் நின் தொழும்பின் நாற்றத்தின் நீரியாய் ஷேயாய் நனியானே மாற்றம் மனம் கழிய நின்ற மறையோனே. மெய்யே உன் பொன்னடிகள் கண்டு இன்று வீடுற்றேன். உய்ய என் உள்ளத்துள் ஓங்காரமாய் நின்ற மெய்யா விமலா விடைப்பாகா வேதங்கள் ஐயா என ஓங்கி ஆழ்ந்து அகன்ற நுண்ணியனே. வெய்யாய் தனியாய் இயமான நாம் விமலா பொய்யாயின எல்லாம் போயகல வந்தருளி மெய்ஞானமாகி மிளிர்கின்ற மெய்ச்சுடரே. எஞ்ஞானம் இல்லாதேன் இன்பப் பெருமானே அஞ்ஞானம் தன்னை அகல்விக்கும் நல்ல அறிவே. I had an interesting message come in today from one of our listeners who said, who knew there was so much bhakti rasam in what we have always thought as a funeral song. Needless to say, she was a Sri Lankan Tamil woman. Shivapuranam is seen as a funeral song. When somebody dies, I have told you before, they will chant this. And they will publish it in a book and give it. As we are seeing, the bhakti rasam that is present in each utterance of Māṇikkavācakar is something that has the power to move us also. It is simply a conversation that he is having with Ishvara. He is having an intimate conversation with his Lord, and we are eavesdropping, as it were. He is talking to his Lord and we are overhearing it or eavesdropping it. And we are finding so much joy in simply the overheard conversation. Imagine how that conversation actually would have been. மெய்யே உன் பொன்னடிகள் கண்டு இன்று வீடுற்றேன். In truth, today I have been liberated because I have seen your lotus feet. But for that to happen, you have taken so much effort. உய்ய என்னுள் ஓங்காரமாய் நின்ற மெய்யா. Being true to me, birth after birth, you have come along with me and you have resided not even beside me but inside me. என் உள்ளத்து உள் ஓங்காரமாய் நின்ற. You stood there as the Omkara Nadam, because sound will always attract our attention. When there is even the slightest silence that comes in between our eternal procession of thoughts, perhaps there in that silence we may suddenly hear the voice from within, Omkaramai Nindra Meya. Adhanala, in order to get a word in edgeways, somebody is talking all the time and the other person doesn't have an opportunity to say anything. So they are waiting for when this man will take a breath. They will butt in and start to finally take over the conversation. The Madhuri Bhagavan also is waiting. Endless thoughts. We are constantly chattering. We are praying in such a way that we are not giving him time to answer. Sometimes that is how we pray. Yeah, we keep asking, Swami, please help us. Please, you have to save me. Please, Swami, please. You are not even giving him an opportunity. He is trying to say, don't worry, I'll take care. Swami, please, Swami, please, Swami. Wait. Give me some time. Can you give me a little bit time to say that I will protect you? Adu kuda edam illa. மெய்யே உன் பொன்னடிகள் கண்டு இன்று வீடுற்றேன் உய்ய என் உள்ளத்துள் ஓங்காரமாய் நின்ற மெய்யா. அதனால Bhagavan is sitting there trying to make this noise constantly so that in the silence he will catch hold of us. Then we will turn our attention towards him. Vimala அப்படின்னா சொன்னோம், the one without any malam in him. We are filled with malam. Malam shorum umbadu vaayil. அப்படின்னா later on Māṇikkavācakar is going to refer to it. We are filled with malam, the dirt. He is Vimala without any dirt. Vidaipaka, the one who is sitting on the bull, the Nandi. Vedangal, Ayya yana ongi aazhந்து அகன்ற நுண்ணியனே, the most subtle one that even the Vedas are not fully able to comprehend or describe or praise, and therefore they are all standing by the side simply saying Ayya. Ayyana master. The servant goes behind the master with his hands like this, saying Ayya. The Mari Vedamala Nikarta. He is walking in front and behind him 4 servants are coming. Yarun Bata, Matamber Rigvedam, Matamber Yajurvedam, Matamber Samavedam, Matamber Atharvana Vedam. And the same surnames they all have. What is surname? Veda is surname. First name is Rigvi Yaju Samat. About 4 fellows are coming together. Panisha Streen தான் சொல்லுவா. These 4 Vedas are considered as threes only. So these 4 ladies are coming, Ayya. He's the master. They are all merely servants. And they have fallen silent trying to praise him. They came to praise him, and they fell silent. Adanala, they are simply standing behind him, Ayya yena. Ongi ஆழ்ந்து அகன்ற நுண்ணியனேனா. They are all standing aside. He is standing apart from them all as the subtlest of the subtle. வெய்யாய் வெயில், heat. One who is in the form of heat அப்படிங்கிறார் மாணிக்கவாச்சகர். வெய்யாய் தனியாய், தனி அப்படியே தணுப்புன்னு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா, கோல்டு. One who is in the form of cold. முடிஞ்சு போச்சு, அவ்வளோதான், 2 தான் இருக்கும், வெய்யாய் தனியாய். Either it is hot or it is cold. Māṇikkavācakar is saying, how does it matter whether it is hot or it is cold? If it is hot, it is you. If it is cold, it is you. Adhanala, to me, there is no problem. To me, there is no problem. The dualities are here. The dualities are a problem only when we see them as something separate and opposed to each other. If joy is opposed to sorrow, then we want one and not the other. If sorrow itself becomes joy, we don't mind both. As long as they are two opposites, then there is a problem. What if they are not opposites? What if they are the same thing? Then there is no disliking anything. There is no avoiding anything. What is happening here? Heat, summer heat, who is that heat? What is that heat? You are that heat. You are standing there, you are pouring down upon me as heat. Without that heat, we cannot survive. Yeah, the heat lama can we survive? If it is always cold, is it possible for life to survive? Heat is necessary. If it is always hot, can we survive? Cold is also required. The coolingness is also required. Adanala, from a worldly point of view, the heat and cold of the world itself is only Parameshwara. Veyyai abdina, the heat of tapas. Taniyai abdina, the coolness of grace. Adum Ishwaran. The heat of tapas, it brings about the coolness of grace to come upon us. So, veyyai, taniyai. So, when we do our sadhana, we are generating heat within ourselves. And what is going to cool that heat down? And the anugraham is what is going to cool us. Aksharamanamalai enna varum? Keep your hand on my head, Varme. To start chanting it again, otherwise you'll forget it. Chittam kulira gadir hastam vai tamudavayai tira arunmadi arunachala. Chittam kulira. So that my entire inner space becomes cool. Chittam kulira gadir hastam vaitu amudavayai tira arul madi arunachala. You are the moon of grace. And the moon of grace comes after the heat, the sun of tapas has ruled over the day. We have performed our tapasya, we have performed our sadhana, our one-pointed love for him, that heat that is generated from it. The heat is not the physical heat. Oru tapam. எப்படிப்பட்ட தாபம் அப்படின்னா, when can I attain you அப்படிங்கிற லாங்கிங் இருக்கு. அந்த லாங்கிங் தான் இந்த தாபம். That yearning, that pining, the very purifying thing it is. When that purifying fire comes into us called longing for the truth, longing for the Lord, but nothing else is required. It will burn all our desires, it will burn all our weaknesses, all our sins it will burn and destroy. And when all of that has been destroyed, then Arul Madi, the moon of grace will rise. Yeah, sun sets and the moon rises. And whenever viraham, whenever tapam, whenever tapa reaches its pinnacle, the cool moon of grace will arise. Adanala thaniyai. For whatever is there is only him. The two examples கொடுத்திருக்காரு. Māṇikkavācakar is giving 2 examples here. One, heat, other is cold. But in using that heat and cold, he is not saying Shiva is only heat and cold, nothing else. By bringing one pair of dualities, he is establishing all pairs of dualities also equally to be Parameshwara alone. Everything is him. When everything is him, if I am only interested in him, I will not mind in what form or manner he comes to me. Yeah? In what manner or form he comes, it does not matter. I just say Ishvara is coming. Whether he is coming as a Bhikshandavar, or whether he is coming as Somasundara, it doesn't matter to me. If he is coming as Bhairava, it doesn't matter to me. Ishvara is coming to me. How am I bothered about how he is coming to me? If my goal is only Ishvara, then in whatever form Ishvara comes, I should be able to embrace him in that form. No, you have to come only in this form. That is not right. Who is the Lord here? Is he the Lord or are we the Lord? He makes it very clear. Yamananam Vimala. Yamanan அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு வார்த்தை. அது என்ன வார்த்தை தெரியுமா? அது யமானன் அப்படின்னா நமக்கு புரியாது. யஜமானன் அப்படின்னா நமக்கு புரியும். In Tamil there is a word called Yajamanan. Yajamanan அப்படின்னா master அப்படின்னு அர்த்தம். Yajaman. If you turn Yajaman around, it will become manage. The English word manage must come from Yajaman. Yajamanan தான் manage பண்றோம். Yajamanan is manager basically. இல்லையா? Yajama manager. பாத்தியா? Yajamana. Yamananam Vimala அப்படின்னு சொல்றார். You are my master. You are the Lord. நீ தான் யஜமானன். I am the servant. But when I am the servant, I cannot complain or order you around. It's the other way around. You should order me. I cannot order you. Generally, what happens அப்படின்னா we end up ordering the Lord. Swami, please shower your grace now. Swami, yes. Okay. What do you want to do? You are ordering the Lord. We are thinking it's prayer. I'm only praying. Actually, we are ordering. We want the grace. At least you pray. Okay, Swami, please give grace. Bhagavan, all right, I will do it in my time. No, you keep begging. Keep on asking him. Please. You want to apply for something in the government? You want to apply for a passport? Last year, after the entire pandemic finished and the lockdown was lifted, everybody wanted to travel. And everybody, what they have done is they thought, anyway, now we can't travel. Why unnecessarily renew passport now? We'll wait until lockdown was lifted and everybody waited. So then, everybody applied for passport at the same time. What happened? Immediately, we are so skilled. We are so clever, we are so skilled, we can do so much multitask that the moment the volumes increased, they said, oh no, we can't do anything. Everybody went on stress leave. Everybody had to process 4 extra passports a day, so they all went on stress leave. So what happened? Everything became delayed. What can you do? Can you call them up every day and say, give me passport, give me passport, give me passport? You have to wait until passport comes. You can't do anything. Wait 6 weeks. Minimum processing time 6 weeks. Do not contact us before. We will listen to it. We will not contact them. We are willing to give the useless passport office that much time. We will not give Bhagavan that much time. Who is ordering? Who is the master? We seem to be the master and we are ordering the Lord now. God cannot say, okay, you put in your prayer now. Now please wait. After 6 weeks, if you have not heard from me, then you can call me. Is this not how you hear from most of the service providers? You lodge a complaint or you lodge a request. You get an automated reply. And the reply says, it will take at least so many business days. If you have not heard back from us after 3 weeks, you may get in touch with us. For 3 weeks, shut up, don't disturb me. I am not going to look at your work, so keep quiet. They apply for the visa, apply spouse visa or permanent residency. Case officer also won't be allotted. You have to keep on waiting. We are willing to wait. For all this, very patiently we will wait. Ana, when it comes to ordering the Lord around, tuck, and we will order him around. And Māṇikkavācakar is saying, Yamananam Vimala, Idampa Yajamanan. Actually, you are the Lord. In our rush for having all our desires fulfilled, we've actually for a moment forgotten who is the master here. Adukku anganga solluvar. Ennadho inga adhigaram. Ayakadave nanodan ennadho inga adhigaram. Am I the Lord here? Am I the master here? Am I the person with authority here? Is it not you? Remembering again and again that it is He who is the Lord, it is He who is the master. He is not obliged to listen to you. That He is listening is His grace and glory. But He is not obliged to listen to anything that we say. That understand பண்ணிட்டு சொல்றார் வெய்யாய் தனியாய் யமானனாம் விமலா. Once again Vimala, the one who is without any stain, without any blemish. பொய்யாயினையெல்லாம் போய் அகல வந்தருளி மெய்ஞானமாகி மிளிர்கின்ற மெய்ச்சுடரே. பொய்யாயினையெல்லாம், all that which is false. போய் அகல, for all that which is false to go away from me, to move away from me, to be destroyed. வந்து அருளி, you came. You came and graced me. எப்படின்னா, as the Guru, he came. What is the reason for the Guru to come? To destroy all that which is false. பொய்யாயின எல்லாம் போய் அகல. எதுக்கு குரு அப்படிங்கிறது தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும் இல்லையா? We should know what is the need or point or purpose of a Guru. நமக்கு தெரியாது, we don't really understand. நம்ம பாட்டு குருன்னு சொல்லுவோம், அதுக்கப்புறம் we will go on and talk about all kinds of worldly issues. தப்பான person to talk to actually about that. You should be very careful what you talk to the Guru about. If you talk to him too much about worldly things, he will destroy all of that. But கேட்கவே கூடாது, வாய் முன் பேசாமல் இருக்கணும், வேற எங்கேயாவது எடுக்கணும். Should ask somewhere else, never ask him, because this fellow is too obsessed with all these false, better destroy everything. இருக்கிறது உள்ளதும் போச்சுறான்னு ஆயிடும். Because you are having some problem. But to have a problem, you must first have something which has a problem. Yeah, but it's order. You have a car. Once in a while, car makes noise. நீ நேரம் போய் குரு கிட்ட car is making noise. அவர் காரை எடுத்துட்டு வருவார். If you say car is making noise, he will take the car away. அப்புறம் then you will think நடராஜா நடராஜா அப்படின்னு நீ நடக்க வேண்டியதுதான். அப்புறம் நீ நடராஜான்னு you have to start walking everywhere. Then you would have thought, I could have kept my noisy car instead of this state. அப்படின்னு ஆயிடும் இல்லையா? அதனால you have to be very careful. What has the Guru come for அப்படின்னா? Dangerous person he is. கேட்க அழகா இருக்கு நமக்கு. When we listen to it, it sounds very nice. பொய்யாயின எல்லாம் போயகல. ஆஹா, பொய்யாயின எல்லாம் போயகலன்னா, all that which is false will be removed அப்படின்னா, very nice. But what is that all that which is false? Apart from the self, everything else is false. அப்ப என்ன ஆகும்னா, மொட்டையடித்தனை வெட்ட வெளியில் நீ நட்டமாடின என் அருணாச்சலா. Ramana Bhagavan says, what did you do to me, Arunachala? மொட்டையடித்து, you shaved my head. வெட்ட வெளியில், you kept me right outside. நட்டமாடினை, என்னது ஒரு கௌபீன மாத்திரம்தான். You stripped me of all my clothes, left me luckily with a loin cloth. My head also shone. ஒன்றும் கிடையாது. நட்ட நடுவில் நட்டு. என்ன அருணாச்சலா அப்படிங்கிறார். My Arunachala, what grace, what love that you had showered upon me, that you took away everything from me. So if you are still interested in keeping all these things, then you find somebody else to talk to about it, not Guru. ஏன்னா அவரோட பர்பஸ் என்னன்னா, பொய்யாயினை எல்லாம் போய் அகல வந்தருளி Meijnanamahi milargindra meichudare. On the other hand, he is shining. Meichudar, he is the true light that is shining as the true jnana. Meijnanamahi milargindra meichudare. The meiங்கிறது ரெண்டு தடவை வந்து கொடுத்தீங்க. Twice this word mei has been used. Meijnanam, true jnana. True jnana. What is false jnanam? All the information that we are accumulating in this world is false jnana. Whatever it is that we are trying to learn about this world, everything is false. Because you are living in a false world, you will need some amount of false knowledge to live in the false world. Yeah, you cannot use true knowledge in the false world. If you come to Australia and start giving Indian rupees everywhere, will it work? If you are in Australia, you have to use Australian dollar only. Yeah, equivalent to Indian rupees tarene. Even if you go to Indian store, they will not take. You can go to Indian grocery store and say, how much is this? $1. Say, I will give you 56 rupees. Will they accept it? Inge enna currency and the currency thane. In this world which is false, what is the currency that will work? False currency only will work. What is false currency? The false knowledge that we are accumulating in this world. Ihamalu sukimpa hemataraka vidya, paramalu sukimpa brahma vidya. To transact in this world, we need to have some amount of information. Anna, the point is to reduce even our transactions in the world to as little as we can. Because when all of this is false, when everything is false, and when we know it is false, when you do not know it is false, it's a different story. When you know it is false, to fall for something that is false. What are you falling for? For false only you are falling. What a foolish thing that is. When we understand it all to be a lie, we have to start reducing. Who shows it to be a lie? Ivar varanam. Poyyayinayallam poyi akala vandaruli. You came, your coming itself is a grace. Vandaruli, vandu aruli. After coming, you graced me. After coming, you gave grace. This is one. Agatva, after coming, you gave grace. Vandu aruli. Nee varade arul dane. Your coming itself is grace. Adanala vandaruli. Vandaruli. You don't have to come and then give grace. Your arrival itself signifies grace. Therefore, you came. As what? As the Guru, you came to do what? Poyyayina yellam poyi agala. It will not go. When everything is false, unless something is shining as the truth, we will never see the difference between this and that, and we will never know that all of this is false. Leah, we will never know that all of it is false. You have to see that which is standing out and separate, contrasting to it. Another thing, children, meichudare. He's saying you are shining brilliantly. Because if you did not shine, I will not know that there exists something apart from this falsehood. It is only when you shine that rest of it seems to be false. I'm thinking of this itself as the truth. In Mahabharatam, you have the story of Drona, Guru Drona. His son Ashwathama once happens to have milk. They are very, very poor. Drona is very poor. He is so poor that he cannot even afford milk. But one day this child goes to somebody's house. It's a birthday party. So when the child went there, they gave all the children a cup of milk, warm milk. The child drank that milk and was stunned by the taste. He came home running to his mother and said, Amma, I drank something beautiful, white today. It was so nice. Can I have more of that white thing? Again, he did not even know what it was. And he has not had it. But when Amma understood what it was, she felt very sad that she could not give that milk to the child. But the child kept on pestering, Amma, give me. What she did was she took some rice flour which was there and mixed it up with water. It looks like milk, white color. Adu kudta. Adu chopped it, he threw it aside. He said, Amma, this is not it. You're lying, you're cheating me. This is not it. Because the child has tasted milk, it can tell the difference. If it has never tasted milk, it will think this itself is milk. Isn't it? Yeah, nowadays the people pay a lot of money to get lactose free milk. அது என்னதுன்னா அரிசிமா ரைஸ் மில்க் அப்படிங்கிறாவா. வாட் இஸ் ரைஸ் மில்க்? அதான் அஸ்வத்தாமா கொடுத்தாவம்மா. கிருபி கேவ் lactose free milk only to Ashuddhama. Rice milk, oat milk. But when you have tasted milk, you can tell the difference. அப்புறம் தலையெழுத்து வேறு வழி இல்லை, பண்ண பாவம் இதை சாப்பிட வேண்டியிருக்கு. ஆனால் தட் மில்க் தானே. But we will not know that if you have never tasted it. If you have never seen it, we will think this alone is everything. அப்படிதான் we are living in this world. How are we living in this world? அப்படின்னா we are thinking all of this is what is beautiful. பகவான் சொல்றது ஊர் சுற்று உளம் விடாது உன்னை கண்டடங்கிட உன்னழகை காட்டு அருணாச்சலா. If you show your beauty, then why will I take this to be beautiful? இது பியூட்டியாது, இது பியூட்டியாது. We are thinking this is beauty. ஒருத்தர் பார்த்து நீ அழகா இருக்கேன்னு நினைச்சுட்டு இருக்கோம். We are trying to dress ourselves up, make our face up. ஏன்னா அது அப்படி இருக்கு, என்ன பண்றது? வெறுமை விட்டா அப்படி இருக்கு. How is the face அப்படின்னா you have to make it up a little bit, otherwise it is falling to pieces. கொஞ்சம் மேக்கப் பண்ணி. And then we think we are beauty அப்படின்னு நினைச்சுக்கிறோம். But when we see that beauty, the beauty that Arunachala is, Appa Bhagavan says, my mind which is wandering around in search of beauty, will it ever wander after that? Will it not simply settle down at your feet? Adukku you have got to show your beauty. Only then I can realize that all that which I am considering as beautiful so far is but a pale imitation of your reality. Adhanala inga he is so grateful. Māṇikkavācakar is so grateful to his guru. Shiva in the form of his guru, he says, பொய்யாயினையெல்லாம் போய் அகலவந்தருளி மெய்ஞானமாகி மிளர்கின்ற மெய்ச்சுடரே. மிளர்கின்ற, you are shining as the true ஞான, as the true wisdom. மிளர்கின்றாய்னா அப்படியே radiating as the மெய்ச்சுடர், as the true light. யஜ்ஞானம் இல்லாதேன். Me on the other hand, அப்படின்னா யஜ்ஞானமும் இல்லாதேன். I do not have any knowledge at all, any ஞானம் at all. ஆனா இன்பப் பெருமானே அஜ்ஞானம் தன்னை அகல்விக்கும் நல் அறிவே. You are shining as the true glorious light. You have come in order to destroy all that which is false, and you are shining as a true glorious light. Even then, at least I should know to choose you, Leah. I should have enough knowledge to choose you. Even that I do not have. But you do not mind that. On the other hand, Inbap Perumane, oh blissful Lord, you don't mind my ignorance, and instead, Ajnanam Thannai Agalvikkum Nal Arive. You take the form of Sadbuddhi, Nal Arive, Sadbuddhi, of great, extraordinary, sharp intelligence. You take that form and you destroy my Ajnana. Ajnanam Thannai Agalvikkum Nal Arive. Those who have got that contact with the Lord are never sad about even the problems that they have. Even Ajnana, they are not worried about it. ஏன்னா நீதான் இருக்கியே, you are there அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு கான்ஃபிடன்ஸ் is there in them. அறிவொன்றும் இல்லாத ஆய்க்குலத்து உந்தன்னை பெருவி பெருந்தனை புண்ணியம் யாமுடையோம் அப்படிங்கிற ஆண்டாள். அறிவொன்றும் இல்லாத ஆய்க்குலம் தான் என்ன பண்றது? We don't have even a single sense of intelligence. ஏன்னா we are born in a cowherd family. அதனால அறிவொன்றும் இல்லாத ஆய்க்குலம். But we have got you. We have got the punya to have you. Why should we worry? since we have the good fortune of coming to you, nagala vandom, on the other hand, we did not come to you, you came to us. You were born in our clan அப்படின்னு அது மாதிரி தான் இங்கேயுமே நயந்து நீயே ஆட்கொண்டாய் அப்படின்னு. You came, திருப்பி again and again in Māṇikkavācakar's works you will find this one particular reference of how he says you came and took over me. நீ வந்து ஆட்கொண்ட விதம். He doesn't have claim any credits to say I came to you, I did tapasya, I longed for you, I pined for you, so you came அப்படின்னு இல்லை. As useless as I am, you still came to me அப்படின்னு சொல்றார். இஞ்ஞானம் இல்லாதேன் இன்பப் பெருமானே. அது என்ன சொல்ற அழகான வார்த்தை பாருங்க, இன்பப் பெருமானே. இன்பம்னா ஆனந்தம், ஜாய், பிளிஸ். How is the Lord now? Blissful Lord. இவரை பார்த்தாலே நமக்கு bliss வந்துடும். When we see him, we are blissful. அதனால தான் all the gods, you know, how you go to any temple, how are the gods அப்படின்னா with a big smile they are. அப்படி மலர்ந்து ஒரு சிரிப்போட இருப்பார், with a big smile. Even Shiva, when Shiva கூட உற்சவமூர்த்தி உண்டு. Shiva is only the form of lingam, but still, you know, when Arunachaleshwara comes out, he comes out in the utsavam, அப்போ பெரிய smile இருக்கும், big smile he has. And when you look at that smile, naturally you also feel like smiling back at him. No matter what troubles you may have, when you look at him smile at you, you also have to smile. Why is he smiling? He is in bliss, he is smiling. He is in Tanmayanandam, adanala he is in his own blissful, the bliss of the self, he is smiling. Then why are you smiling? Infectious smile, so you smile. When you look at his smile, you have to smile. Inba Peruman. Ijnanam illadhen, அப்படின்னா இவர் நினைச்சுட்டு இருக்கார். Māṇikkavācakar is thinking, I don't have any. How will I ever be emancipated? I don't have what it takes to emancipate myself. I do not have anything. அப்படின்னு when he is feeling sad, Bhagavan comes. And how is the Lord? Inba Perumanā இருக்கார். அப்ப when you look at his inbam, then what happens? When you look at his bliss, you are also filled with bliss. அஜ்ஞானம் தன்னை அகல்விக்கும் நல் அறிவே. What form does he take? He takes the form of buddhi itself. Dadami buddhi yogam tam. Bhagavan in the Gita says, those who are mayaveshita chetasaha. Mayaveshita chetasaha, those who have completely given over their thoughts to me. Giving our thoughts to Bhagavan, abdina thinking about Bhagavan. I mean, it's not like we can collect all our thoughts and say, excuse me, Bhagavan, here. Giving over our mind to Bhagavan, giving over our thoughts to the Lord. Mayyarpitamano buddhihi. What does it mean? To think about him, to constantly deliberate about him. Everything should remind us of him. Everything should remind us of him. Today what happened in our house, you know, we have a small lotus pot. In that a lotus bloomed. And then we were talking about the lotus earlier. Lotus has just bloomed. And as soon as I saw the bloomed lotus, the first thing that came to my mind was, அன்னைக்கு தான் போத்திருக்காது. It has just blossomed. கம்பராமாயணத்தில், in Kambaramayana, when Rama has just heard the news that he has to be exiled to the forest. அப்போ how is his face? அப்படிங்கிறத கம்பன் is writing, அன்றலர்ந்த தாமரையை வென்றதம்மான்னு சொல்றார். அன்றலர்ந்த தாமரையை வென்றதம்மா அப்படின்னு. The face conquered or defeated the beauty of a lotus that has just blossomed. அன்றலர்ந்த, அன்னைக்கு தான் பூத்திருக்குது. It is just blossomed. அப்போ எப்படி இருக்குன்னா அழகாக இருக்கு. When the lotus has just blossomed, no, that pink of that lotus, that charm of the lotus is so beautiful. அன்றலர்ந்த தாமரை வென்றதம்மா. அம்மா, surprise, அம்மா அப்படிங்கும் பொழுது there is a sense of awe and wonder and surprise. What a face this face is. Because when such a devastating news has been given to him, how is his face? It is fresher than a freshly blossomed lotus. It is more charming to look at than a newly blossomed lotus. So the lotus was there, and what it reminded me of was Rama's face. எதுக்கு சொல்றேன்னா, இது மாதிரி what should we do? Everything in this world should remind us of him. Doesn't matter what it is, எப்படியோ it should remind us of him. அப்பதான் we have offered our thoughts and mind over to him. That is the way and means by which we have offered. That itself is the proof to us when He is never far away from our thoughts. And God is never far away from our thoughts, because everything should remind us of God. Though chance occurrence also will remind us of something, somewhere to do with Him. Panditomanal, then we have succeeded in giving our minds and intellects over to Him. Yajnanam illade inbap perumane. Ajnanam thannai agalvikkum nal arive. And the arivu mayamana Bhagavan becomes that kind of arivu, that kind of intelligence. He takes the form of that intelligence which discards all ignorance and instead reveals the truth to us. Akam alavu irudi illai. Anaithulagum ஆக்குவாய் காப்பாய் அழிப்பாய் அருள் தருவாய் போக்குவாய் என்னை புகுவிப்பாய் நின் தொழும்பின் நாற்றத்தின் நேரியாய் ஷேயாய் நனியானே மாற்றம் மனம் கழிய நின்ற மறையோனே. ஆக்கம் அளவு இறுதி. ஆக்கம் கிரியேஷன், பர்த். அளவு growth, இறுதி end. இல்லாய், the one who does not have birth, growth or end. Adhyantarahitana Bhagavan. When did Bhagavan come into existence? Who can say? There is no such thing as when for Bhagavan, because He was before time was. When is a concept of time. When is a function of time. But the concept of time itself was not created until when அப்படினா அதுவே நமக்கு தெரியாது. When was time created நமக்கு தெரியாது. But small example, you're fast asleep. Do you know time when you're fast asleep? You don't know time when you're fast asleep. What time did you wake up? Unless you get up and see the time, you do not know what time you woke up. So where is time in sleep? How long did you sleep for the other day? I had gone to sleep and I thought I had a long sleep. Suddenly I woke up. Time was 11:38. 11:38 p.m. I slept for 1 hour. I slept for a little bit over 1 hour. என்னமோ ராத்திரி முழுக்க தூங்கி எழுந்துட்டாப்புல இருந்தது. ஐயே 11:38 தானே சொல்லி திரும்பி படுத்து. You turn back and go to sleep again. At least 4:38 நால எழுந்துக்கலாம். But morning 4:38 3:38 you can get up. Instead time is what அப்படின்னா 11:38 p.m. Where is the concept of time? Unless we wake up and start to integrate into this world, we will not know what time is. Bhagavan gave the time. Where can there be any time for him? Kalatita. Bhagavan is one who is beyond the time. Kalatita is Kala. So when? Come. When did he come into existence? Who knows? When is God's birthday? Yeah. Baba la kepal ya. Dela Shiri Baba. Police inquiry came. When were you born? Never born. Never born. When what will he write? When were you born? Never born. Alavu irudi illai. Alavu. There is no growth for one who is not born. And there is no end to him at all. No death for him. There is no beginning, there is no end, there is no middle, nothing. Anittu ulagum akuvai. Ana, you don't have any birth, but you create the entire world. Anittu ulagum akuvai. Akkam illai, anittu ulagum akuvai. He doesn't have a birth, but he creates the entire world. Kappai. And after having created it, you will protect it. You will look after it. Adhikaparam avippai. Then you will destroy everything. Arul taruvai. You will shower your grace. Pokkuvai. And you will create that maya. You will move away that wisdom and create maya also. Pokkuvai. Panchakrityam. The fivefold activities of the Lord. Lalita Sahasranamathil varume Panchakritya Parayana. Srishti Kartri, Brahma Rupa, Goptri, Govinda Rupini, Samharini, Rudra Rupa, Tirodhanakari, Ishwari, Sadashiva, Anugrahada, Panchakritya Parayana. Appadi Lalita Sahasranamathil varum. The Panchakrityam, fivefold activities. What are the five? Creation, preservation, destruction, அப்புறம் veiling, Tirodhana, அப்படின்னா to create a veil, and Anugraha to remove the veil. These are the five activities Bhagavan is constantly doing. Akkuvai, Anaithulagum, Akkuvai, you create all the worlds. And when you create all the worlds, what do you do after that? Now, you don't let anybody come near it. Kaappa, you protect it as though it is very, very important, precious thing, Mother, you protect it. And then, Ajibbai, and when you had enough of it, you destroy it. Okay, why did you protect it? Appa, I needed it, I protected it. When I'm done with it, I will destroy it. Every now, a child builds a sand castle on the beach. It keeps building everything and the water comes. And the water will say, water is coming, I don't want the water to destroy my castle. When it's finally finished, it will stand and watch the water come and take it away. And the it's building, it will preserve it when it needs to, and then when it's done with it, let it be destroyed. Bhagavan is also doing that constantly. Akkuvai, Kapai, Agippai. There is no why for it. We can always ask him, why do you do all these things? There is no why. Why not? If you ask God, why do you create? Why do you preserve? Why do you then destroy? At least you created. I'm happy with the fact that you created me. Good on you. And you're preserving me. That's even better. Keep it up. But why the hell do you have to destroy me? Bhagavan will say, why not? There is no question. Why for him? Lokavattu Leela Kaivalyam. And the entire world is nothing but a play for him. It's a sport for him. He creates, in sport he creates. Nobody asked him why you are creating. No, he creates. He preserves. Nobody asks him why are you preserving. He is preserving. He destroys also. In the form of Brahma he creates. Srishtikatri Brahma Rupa. Brahma, in the form of Brahma he creates. He then takes same fellow takes the form of Vishnu and protects. Same fellow takes the form of Rudra and destroys everything. Same fellow takes the form of Ishvara and covers the entire created world in Maya. And then becomes Sada Shiva and showers the Anugraha, the grace by which he destroys that Maya. But Anjim inge Māṇikkavācakar is telling Shiva, Akkuvai, you create everything. Kapai, then you preserve everything. Ajippai, then you destroy everything. Arul Taruvai, and the order of Mathudra. Māṇikkavācakar changes the order slightly. Arul Taruvai, then Pokuvai. Arul Taruvai, you shower your grace and then you sometimes also push us into Maya. Ana, how do you shower grace? How do you shower grace? He tells Shiva himself, Yennai Puguvippai Nintojumbin. You will make me enter into your worship. That is Anugraha. That is Anugraha. He will draw our attention towards him. He will slowly turn our attention towards him. He will immerse us. Puguvippai. You will immerse us in your worship, in your love, in your devotion. Puguvippai, Ennai Puguvippai Nintojumbin. Nana Panale. I have not entered into the devotional path. You have made me enter into the devotional path. Because otherwise, what do I have? What qualifications do I have? Or what even right mind do I have that will turn me towards you? Even that you have got to do. You have to attract me. Adanale you have pulled me into this path. Ennai Puguvippai Nintojumbin. You will inspire me to get into the state of worship. Once you get into that state, everything else is taken care of. All that we need to do somehow or the other is to, by hook or crook, you must fall in love with God. Somehow you must fall in love with God. If you do that, then that is enough. Everything else is taken care of. Until then, we have got to do everything on our own. Until then, we have got to do everything on our own. It will appear as though we are doing everything on our own. But when you fall in love with him, falling in love with him means giving yourself over to him. Once you've given yourself over to him, what is there then to worry about? Who is there to be worried about? Or to worry about? Subjectum illa, objectum illa. I have to worry about myself. I have to be the subject of my worry. The object of my worry. Or I have to be the person who is doing the worrying. And no, I cannot worry, nor can I be the object of all my worry, because I have handed it all over to him. Anyway, there is no me at all. அப்படிங்கிற state தான் falling in love with God. You cannot retain even a shred of individuality and still continue to fall in love with him. If you have fallen, you have fallen. அப்புறம் நீ இல்லை. You have fallen. There's no getting up. After falling, there's no getting up. You fallen, fall down. In the fall, you've fallen in love with God. And the state of the Māṇikkavācakar is demonstrating that state to all of us. Of course, if we look at the legend, we understand why he was doing all of this. Because Shiva himself came in the form of the old man and said, sing your songs. Appo he is singing all these songs. Otherwise, he would not have sung it good. He's not singing all of it. He's seeing the Lord in front of him and he's singing to the Lord. Like I said, we are merely eavesdropping, overhearing. ஆக்கம்மள விருதியில்லாய் அனைத்துலகும் ஆக்குவாய் காப்பாய் அழிப்பாய் அருள் தருவாய் போக்குவாய் என்னை புகுவிப்பாய் நின் தொழும்பின். You will make me enter into your service. To make us enter into his service, he has to give us an opportunity to serve. Adukme tava seva ki avasar dijo satya sai mahadev. Tava seva ki avasar dijo. You have to give me an opportunity to serve you. I just remembered reading a very nice anecdote recently. There was a man, I think I know who he is, who was wheelchair bound. This particular person was wheelchair bound, he could never walk. And he was in Bharti. And when he was in Bharti, he would watch everybody running around doing seva for Swami. Because they were all able-bodied, so they will run around doing this, doing that. Or when Swami came to me, caught hold of Swami's hands and cried, and he said, Swami, I also want to serve you. But I cannot get out of my wheelchair. Doesn't matter. Give me some service that I can do still. Whilst in the wheelchair, some service that I can do. Please give me some opportunity to serve. Swami looked at him and said, Bangaru, I'll give you a service. I'll give you a service that you can do. What? Whenever you see anybody, smile pleasantly at them and cheerfully make enquiries about them. You don't have to do anything more than that. Whenever you see anybody, you smile pleasantly at them and make cheerful enquiries. How are you? When they see you so cheerful despite being in a wheelchair, they will compare themselves. All is well with me. In spite of that, I am having a morose face. Here is a fellow who cannot even walk, is in the wheelchair. Look how happy and cheerful he is. Abdina, they will learn from you. That is the great service you can do for me. Abdina Swami told. What does it mean? Anybody and everybody can do service in Artham. Anybody can and everybody can do service. There was an old man who came. Swami asked him to stay back in Bharti. You stay in Prashanti. But chumma rakapdadu. You have to do some service. You can't simply sit and eat. You have to do service. What service can you do? Old man. What service can you do now? But Swami said, you serve water in the canteen. You can't lift and do all those things. Whenever somebody wants, you go and give. It's a big smile and give water. Priya service. But what does it mean? Anything and everything can become service. Your worship, your service. What is his service? Whatever it is that you do, if you do it for him, it is service. Yadyat karma karoti tadadakilam shambho tavaradhanam. Whatever work I do, Shambho, it is aradhana for you. It is worship for you. When I think of him and do, it is worship for him. If I don't even think of him and put flowers for him also, it is not considered worship. Mechanically, hand is moving, putting flowers. Now mind is somewhere else, looking somewhere else. How can that be called worship? On the other hand, whatever it is that I do, thinking about him, dedicating it to him, filling my mind only with him, whatever it is called service. So in that manner, he says, you push me into the path of worshipping you and serving you in whatsoever means that I can do it. Nobody can say, but I don't know how to serve. All of us have some form or the other by which we can serve him. Whatever it is that you do, that itself, if you do with the attitude that you're doing it for him, it is only service to him. We'll stop here for today. Sarve bhantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramaya, sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kachid dukha bhavet. Loka samastah sukhino bhantu, loka samastah sukhino bhantu, loka samastah sukhino bhantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Sahishwararpanamastu.